Hi, good morning everybody. I can see that there's 8 people on, and according to my screen we're still connecting, but the signal looks great. Give me a hi, give me a wave, let me know he's here. And in the meantime, hi Cynthia, good morning, lovely to see you. It's quite breezy here, so let me know if the sound is okay. But this is what we're looking at this morning. So sunrise is scheduled for, let me think, just over 15 minutes from now. Hi Joanne, lovely to see you. So we're going to head out in this direction. We're going to head towards kind of a lookout and a little outcrop out here, and it's actually an officially designated whale watching site. So there's some information here about the kinds of whales that we may get to see if we're lucky. It's definitely right in the middle of the whale migration season, so who knows, we might get lucky. Hi Natalie, lovely to see you this morning. But this is what we're looking at. The sea's kind of behaving itself this morning. It's not too wild. What's that bird flying over there? Oh, he's just gone out of sight. And this is our coastline down to the south of here. And right over there in the distance is the start of that massive sand dune that I keep taunting you in, promising to take you to. That's just the start of it there. But we'll get there. We'll get there. In the meantime, hi Michaela, good morning. Hi Anne, lovely to see you. Alright, so here's our sunrise this morning, and this is what we're going to be enjoying together today. And we'll just walk out along this path a little way. Hi Emily, lovely to see you here. So I'm just going to walk up through this sort of low scrub, get a little bit higher. I'll turn the camera around in a moment and just officially greet you. This is the path that we're walking along. And I want to keep that gorgeous sky in view as well. So let's get up a little bit higher. And do prompt me if the wind is annoying, because my little MacGyver hack does tend to slip down sometimes. But look at this wild, amazing coastline. Isn't it beautiful? Hi Sarah, lovely to see you. Alright, so we're gradually climbing just a little bit higher. When I get up to the top of this path, I'll turn the camera around. Look at this for a spot. Just to sit and watch the ocean from. Alrighty. Okay, let's quickly take our attention away from the sunrise just for a moment. Good morning everybody. Hi, lovely to see you. It's a bit chilly this morning. It's 11 degrees and the wind is up, so it's feeling colder still. I'm just watching where my feet are. So before we begin, I'd just like to acknowledge that we're meeting today on the traditional lands of the Warramai people and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. So let me turn this camera around and we'll keep an eye on this beautiful, beautiful sky. Hi Michelle. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Oops, don't want to trip over here. So every so often I'm just going to pan around ever so slightly. We're going to take it really slow here because this is what I'm walking across. This is the type of terrain that I'm scrambling over. So I do just want to keep an eye on where my feet are planted at all times. And you'll see that out there there's a lifesaver ring in case people do get into strife out there. Okay, so you keep an eye on the sky and I'll keep an eye on my feet. This is this amazing coastline. I've actually started at a different point that I had originally intended to, mainly because of time. But the other day when we scoped this area, we started a little bit further around the rocks from here, but it meant walking through bush for around about 10-15 minutes, and I decided with the time that I'd allowed we were going to miss the best part of the morning, the best part of the sky. So we've parked. See where my car is? That little red car over there, that's where I'm parked. Hi Dolly. Yeah, it is a little bit weird to watch sunrise at 11:20 p.m, isn't it, Dolly? Hi Joanne. So the sun will be coming up over in that direction. Hi, good morning Jay, lovely to see you. And I'm just trying to see how close I can get to the edge, guys, while remaining safe. And I'm going to keep an eye out on the ocean as well, just in case we do happen to see any whale activity. Hi Charity, good morning. Hi Elise, lovely to see you. And here's the little bay down beneath us. One step less than you think you can. Yes, that's very true. And 2:20 here. Where are you again, Emily? I've forgotten. Somewhere in Canada or the US, I think. Is that right? Okay, I'm just being very careful here. So where we are, this is an area called Boat Harbour, and oops, my little muffle has slipped down. Let's put that back up over the microphone. There we go. It's in an area called Boat Harbour, which is just to the south of Nelson Bay, in the area which is the region known as Port Stephens. Port Stephens is about 2.5 hours north of Sydney. So if you look on your map, I think I put a link in the description, but I don't recall exactly. I think I put a link in the description for Google Maps. I usually try to remember to do that. Basically, we're on a stretch of coast between Fingal Bay and Shoal Bay, and to the south of us is the big Stockton sand dune, 32 kilometres of sand dune. Hi Lethargy. Oh, that's you. You're in Alberta. Oh, look where Richard's standing. So over here, look. There's where Richard's standing, right out there. I'm not sure what path he took. I didn't see which way he went. So I'm not sure if I'll be following him, but we'll see how we go. Whatever we do, we're going to take it very slowly so that I don't get into strife. And it's pretty gorgeous, isn't it? Hi Nancy. No, I've never lived in this area before, Nancy. But we did used to take our children on vacation to the other side of Port Stephens, to an area called Tea Gardens and Hawk's Nest. So I was not at all familiar with this area before we came up to do the house sit. And boy, I've been saying to my husband the whole time we've been doing these house sits, we used to strike for Queensland. Crazy people that we are. We used to head for Queensland when we went on holidays, which is like 1,000 kilometres, and miss 1,000 kilometres of beautiful coastline all the way up, heading up north. So, because we're silly basically. There was so much that we missed. It's all beautiful around here. And let me just see if I can get... I'm sorry, I'm turning away from the coast for a minute. I'm going to go over this way and see if we can get a little closer to where Richard's standing. Just looking for a track. Might be here. Maybe here. Alright. You keep an eye on the sky while I watch where I put my feet. That's tricky. Hang on, let me just show you. It's a bit tricky trying to put my feet down there, but maybe there's a different way. Let me see. I don't want to get my foot wedged in between rocks. Put that foot there, that foot there. Sorry, I'm not even sure what you're looking at the moment. Okay, there we go. And this one's a bit steep. Oh, there we go. All right, I did it. I'm down. And we'll head over here. Right. Okay. That's one step closer. Now, some of you might remember that I've been waiting for delivery of a waterproof casing for my camera, for my phone. There's a bit of a saga in that. It came, it arrived, and I'm just sorry. Just need to use a tissue momentarily. It arrived, and it was the wrong one. It was too big. So what I did was I ordered a second one, and the second one's arrived, and it looks like it's the right one, which is fantastic. So what I was going to do was I was going to do a video of a kind of an unboxing and unpacking, and show you the two. And when the water warms up a little bit, we'll start experimenting with using it. Oh, Emily, I did used to live there. I grew up in that area. I've also lived in the Blue Mountains, and I've also lived actually in the inner suburbs of Sydney. So I've been getting around a little bit over the last few years. I spent 20 years living in the Blue Mountains. The coast is beautiful, isn't it? Lethargy, we're taking the cat to the vet this morning, as it's been, 9 days, and still no action. So we've contacted the owners, and we've organised to take her back to the vet. Here, look at this. Look at these rocky outcrops here. And then, don't worry, I'll go head back and have a look at the sunrise again in a moment, but I'm just going to head this way for a bit, just for a second, and show you over here. Okay, there we go. So if I do a bit of a pan around from near here, and little pools like that down there, if we find a way down to it, that would be perfect to have a poke around in with a camera that can get underwater. So we've got lots of ideas. Once we've tested everything and make sure everything works well, make sure the video quality is good, or even better still, if we can get a signal, that would be even better. So lots of things to have a play around with. Excuse me. And I just know that down in these little rocky pools there's going to be little critters down there of some sort. and probably seaweed and urchins. Rich has given me the no signal. He reckons there's nowhere to get down there. We're looking at this bundle of rocks. He's going, yeah, nah. All right, so we're pretty close to sunrise. Let's see. Look at that wild surf action. Beautiful. Hi, Stephanie. Every now and again we get this little wave that's a bit bigger than the others, just sort of breaking over the rock platform just here. Just enough to see the spray. Hard pass, Emily? Hard pass on clambering over those rocks, you think? Oh, I can start to see the glow. Just starting to colour up that little row of clouds. So as I was saying, my plan changed slightly this morning. So we ended up in a slightly different location. It's pretty gorgeous, isn't it, Jay? When was sunrise? It's happening now, Natalie. So you can just see there, 2 minutes apparently. Just over there we're starting to get some colour right in the middle. Looks like my camera is struggling to focus. It's trying to figure out what to focus on. Yeah, so my plan changed slightly. We were going to be in a position sort of further around that point, but we decided that just to get the best impact, we would start from here, and we're looking north the whole time, rather than walking south and having to be constantly looking out over our shoulder. Don't worry, it's okay. Huh. Wonder what they're for. People must do climbing here, I guess. We've got, where is it? Look, there's kind of handles. There's one there and one there. I can't imagine what you would be anchoring, but unless it's a rope. All right, I'm going to get up a little bit higher. Oh, look at that. Sorry. Here I am trying to take you away from this. There. I feel like I need to be up a little bit higher, so I'm going to back up slightly. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Okay, that's better. So we're going to have to do this again, and I'll rework. Rich is going to take the camera for just a moment because there's a bit of a climb here. We're going to get a bit higher. It's coming now. Look at this. So gorgeous. I'm going to zoom in again. That's looking pretty damn perfect. The sound of the ocean is so soothing, isn't it? The camera seems to be struggling a little bit. It's trying to figure out what to focus on. So I apologise for that little sort of in and out motion that's happening occasionally. Alright, we're getting some yeah, we might go just a touch higher. There's not much further I can go, but I can go over here. Here we go. Sun's just coming over the line of rock now. Thanks, Natalie, it is, isn't it? I can hear seabirds. I'm just going to look out to my right for a second. Don't worry, we'll be back. Look at the colour of the clouds here. And now back again. Spectacular part of the coast. It really is beautiful. You might even be able to hear ever so slightly above the sound of the sea. We've got the lorikeets waking up. They're quite noisy, it's just that they're competing against the sound of the ocean. Beautiful colours this morning it is, isn't it, Joanne? Just beautiful. Let's zoom in again. Tell you what, it's cold. My hands are cold. It's buffering a bit, is it? It's my my indicators are telling me it's 60 frames per second and 2,500 kilobits per second. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but at least it's not in the red. Yeah, it's quite lovely, isn't it, Michelle? So we have other possibilities for sunrises around here. I've got lots of places I can go to, but I just thought I'd go here first and try it from here, because the other location I had in mind involved about 10 minutes of walking through bush first, and I'm not sure I want to do that in the dark, so I'm going to have a test run of that. Warm up after with a cup of coffee. Absolutely, Natalie, that is high on our priority as soon as we leave here, so we've got enough time between finishing up and taking Millie to the vet to grab a nice warm cup of coffee. Buffering for a couple of seconds, then back to normal. Maybe it's the wind. Hi Inga. Lovely to see you. Alright, I'm just going to have a look around behind me and see what it's looking like with the since it's brightened up a little bit. Let's have a look and see what's happening over this way. Now that we can see down to the south a little bit better. Again, I just need to watch where I put my feet. So we've got these two seats here which you can just use to sit here and watch the ocean. Watch the whales if they do happen to come through. And then over there, we have a little beach. I'll be taking you there another time. Go over there, it's called Kingsley Beach, and we'll walk around those rocks. We'll walk along that section of coast and we'll end up at a coffee shop right over there overlooking that big sand dune over in the distance. Millie needs to see the vet this morning, Natalie. She's still hasn't used the litter tray. It's been over a week now. There's a fellow over there in high vis. He's got his high vis jacket on. Looks like he has a dog with him. And here we go, back to the beautiful sun. She gets lots of hugs. Every time I sit down, I'm not allowed to get up. She plants herself on top of me and doesn't let me move. She's a sweetie. She's a real sweetie. Oh, I thought I just saw something, but maybe it was just the way the wave was breaking. Out there, I thought I saw something. You tend to imagine things after you're looking out there for a while as well. You imagine shapes. I saw that wave break though. Oh, Inga, is that you saying in Dutch that you won? Is that what you're saying? We hebben gewonnen, which looks a lot like the German for we won. So Australia could be facing the Netherlands in the final, is that right? Okay. We come up against France next. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Inga. It's all happening here. So who's the Netherlands going up against, or is that still to be decided? I'm not sure what PSV is. She says no, it's PSV Lent. I'm not sure what that means. PSV Eindhoven. Oh, are you talking about local football? Richard PSV just said PSV Eindhoven. Our Dutch Lions are this Friday. This was our local team, PSV, for Champions League. Oh, okay, yeah. Richard knows who you're talking about. I don't. Yes, PSV Eindhoven. Yes, she just confirmed that. Okay, congratulations on that. So the Netherlands haven't played yet in the football. Is that right? But you're up against Spain. Oh, that's going to be a tough match, isn't it? All right, we've got most of the action is finished in that direction. Look what's happening over here now. The colour of the rocks is just beautiful. It is beautiful. Barb, did you see something out there?
Sea eagles.
Oh, there's some sea eagles. I don't think we're going to get to see those. They're just too far away. There's a white dot in the middle of your screen, which I think might be a sea eagle. Times when you need a telephoto lens, isn't it? Quarterfinals against Spain. Yes, that is going to be difficult. Alright, so we've seen the beautiful colour on the rocks here. I'm going to take a little walk back towards the car and we'll head out looking in this direction and over the rocks down here. Where's the path? I think it's over here. There we go. Over here. Yeah. The surface might be uneven, but at least it's stable, as in it's not moving. We'll have a look at the spring flowers starting to come out, and they look lovely with the sun shining on them as well. Okay, the wind's coming up, so I just want to make sure my microphone is protected. And we're going to take a look down over these rocks over here on my left. But that beach over there is the one that we'll do a tour from. I think I might schedule that for about a week from now. So we're going to walk down to that little beach over there and then we'll walk up over the point in that direction, and then we'll be able to end up at a cafe just over there overlooking that sand dune. So that'll be really beautiful. I'll take you there in around about a week or so. Oh, sorry about that, excuse me. It's a cold, snuffly nose kind of day. Okay. So I had sent Richard out to see if we could walk along a path along here. I did see a fellow out there, but I'm not sure where he was going. We might have a slight attempt and see if we can go along there a little way. But in the meantime, this is what the coast looks like here. It's very pleasant, Inga. It's not too wild. The wind is up, but only slightly. If we look back up this way, this is the path that we took. It's really pretty with all the... This is called coastal rosemary. It's an Australian native plant which resembles rosemary, but it doesn't have the same smell. And it just lines the path all the way up to that point we were just standing on. And then of course, I'm always showing you these, aren't I? The beautiful Banksia flower. And the sun just highlighting them beautifully right now. Whoa, there's some wild seas crashing against the rocks over there. So Inga, you were curious about our plant. Amongst the coastal rosemary we have these native grasses, which are quite vicious. Richard hates them. We used to have them growing alongside our pool, and they're really sharp. So you brush against the tips of them, and they're all pointy and sharp, and they poke at you. Yes, he tried 3 different ways of getting rid of them, with cutting them and burning them and poisoning them, and they came back every time, so they're very resilient. And this is the little bay that we were just standing above. I don't know if you can see, they're probably looking a little bit small on my screen, but there's some people standing on that far point over there. So we won't go all the way, but we might see if we can find a path that heads in that direction, just for a little way. There's another plaque here. What's this one? Okay, so this one talks about the walking and whale watching path. And it says the tracks have been constructed by the volunteers. When the volunteers first began work on the headland, it was heavily infested with noxious weeds, and I'm finding it difficult to read, but that's basically the background behind where we're standing right now. Rich is pointing us in this direction. I'll try and not point straight into the sun as much as possible, but at the moment it's a bit tricky. Beautiful any of my day. You're very welcome, Natalie. Where are we going? Oh, up on the road for a bit. It's not a weed, Emily. It's just one of our tough, really, really tough Australian plants. It's designed to, it's adapted to its environment. Basically, that's as simple as that. So, I'm not sure what this is. It's called Anchor at D Point. Maybe it's a holiday accommodation. It's got a big anchor out the front, and it's called Anchor at D Point. And then around here we have these indicators that tell us that this is the start of a path. So it's heading us in this direction. So we just have to be along the road for a little way. We won't go for too much longer. I've already gone for about the length of time I was intending to, but maybe just a few more minutes, just to give you an indication of where we might head on our next tour when we come over this side. So this is where the trail goes back into the bush. And listen to these lorikeets. I'm trying to see if I can see one. They hide themselves. Where are they? Yep, they stay hidden. All right, so we're surrounded by these pokey, spiky, grassy things. And we'll just see where this path comes out. And this might be where we head next time we come here. But I do have to do it before we're facing right into the sun. Yes, they're very chatty, aren't they? Oh, there's one. Now let me see if we can get in nice and close on him. Okay, now he's going to be difficult to spot. To look for the movement. Yeah, Richard says he's offered to go and catch him. There he is, right in the middle of the frame now. Now, given that these guys are called rainbow lorikeets and they actually have the colours of the rainbow, red, yellow, orange, blue, green, they're surprisingly well hidden when they get in amongst the foliage. Alright, so this just brings us out another little car park, so that helps orientate me for the next one. We'll park here next time, I think. A little bit boggy, a little bit soft underfoot. Okay, so next time I know that we can park here and we'll go this way. Okay, there's another lorikeet. They keep moving. There's one right up the top there. I'm not going to try and go zip, zip, zip and try and catch them. We'll keep looking at the ones that we can see that are staying still. Alright, so that's what the rainbow lorikeets look like. And there's quite a few of them around here. They're such characters. They're like the rowdy teenagers of the neighbourhood. Always think of the sulphur-crested white cockatoos as being the louts, hang around in gangs, and the rainbow lorikeets are the rowdy teenagers. Oh, here's one that's just landed. No, he's not going to let me get too close. This way? You want me to go that way? Okay. Which way? This way. Alright, if you could hang with me guys for about 5 more minutes, I think we're going to open out into a really spectacular part of the coast where we were last, just a few days ago, and where I had originally intended to bring you to. So let's just see what's around this corner, but I'm pretty confident that this is where we were standing just a few days ago. And my little muffler's fallen down again. There we go. So I've missed a few of your comments. They really are beautiful, aren't they, Inga? And Michelle says, I think I got a great postcard with one flying through. Oh, beautiful. I'd love to see those if they've turned out. Be sure to post them. I mean, I do go back through my footage when I get a chance. As you can imagine, it's quite time consuming. But I do actually go back through it and look for great shots as well. But I'd love to see yours. All right, so here we are. Look at this. This is where I want to do the sunrise from. I just hadn't quite worked out the best way to get to here. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's have a little pan around here. I'll get a little bit closer to... I think I got the wrong way. There we go. Up there? No, it's alright. I'll go over here. Okay. Alright guys, check this out. Okay, first of all we've got this down here. Thanks Michelle, beautiful. And then over here, look at what's happening with the sun on the rocks. So I don't know if you saw my post. I titled it West Coast of Ireland ? And some of you might be able to appreciate what I was getting at here, because we've been to Ireland, and when we saw this, it just really reminded us of that whole Comunara part of Ireland. Just wild and beautiful. And then there's a trail that continues on even further. So if we were to start here next time, we would keep walking in that direction. And that's where I took the photo of the two kookaburras from. Up there on top of a cairn, a rock cairn. Like Newfoundland too. Newfoundland. Is it Newfoundland or Newfoundland? I don't know how you're going to answer that, Emily. In text. Yes, Inga. I think we're all on the same page, aren't we? Very much so. Alrighty, so that's sunrise here at Boat Harbour. Really beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. The second one, Newfoundland. Thanks, Jay. Yes, I was thinking that as I said it. Maybe I could say one or two. Okay, I'm going to come over here. We have one last pan around and look at the wild sea beneath our feet. Here, look. Thanks, Michelle. Enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah, you too, Inga. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera around in a moment. We'll have one last look around here. So, okay, let's turn around. Alright, everybody, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was another gorgeous sunrise here on the New South Wales coast. Absolutely loving living here, and I've got so many more places to take you all. So be on the lookout for tours as I post them, because I've got lots and lots of ideas, lots of places where we can go. And there'll be lots more to do. Alright, so one last look at the ocean and then we'll sign off. Back to there. Back to there. Bye everybody. Thanks so much and have a great day.